Hi, everyone. Melville Sean Bateman here again. Well, believe it or not, before I did, I'd say about maybe 6 years ago, I said to a few of my friends who grew up the same time frame as me that I like to see some cartoons from our childhood actually come to live action films like Transformers and G.I. Joe, which somehow got made, and now coming later this year is a modern take of the animated series Gem and the Holograms, and believe it or not, this is that movie, I seen the trailer and it's a disgrace to the animated series from way, way, way back in the 80s, because instead of being a based on the animated series, which is supposed to be, it has involving, it doesn't have, it doesn't involve the Misfits, which is the villainous group of band, and their sleazy agent slash producer, and heck, Jim and the Holograms were adults, mind you, but this time they have them as teenagers, and believe it or not, we didn't ask the prequel for Gem and the Holograms, which is this looks like, and they don't own the record company Starlight Productions, and also it's because they were founded by someone instead of being, their own startup band that had started creating their own record company. And heck, and also the reason they call it the Holograms is because they had this computer named Synergy, which actually disguises the record producer and manager of the Holograms to Jim, which they don't have in this movie, which technically it's like G.I. Joe, the first movie over again, because I saw so many flaws in that movie, which I'm not going to talk about, again, the detail on, for that'll be another vlog down the line, because one flaw is the romantic connections in the first G.I. Joe movie, and the connection between the Baroness and Cobra Commander. It's different in the animated series and in the movie. So, am I gonna watch Gem and the Holograms this kind of October? Fuck no, because it's gonna be a disgrace to my childhood. Just like the Smurfs. But I want to see something just almost on the lines of G.I. Joe and Transformers, but I told a few of my friends as a joke. First we had the Transformers movie, then we had G.I. Joe the movie. What's next? My Little Pony? Guess what? We have to wait. It might happen for a live action film, so keep your eyes open for that one. So, but also for this, I'm gonna go back to talking about Gem and the Holograms. See, instead of, like I said, instead of being adults, and back in the day, they had also they owned, the producer was actually, they owned their own company as well as being the main singer, and they had their foster sisters as well, and her biological sister as the band. Then they had one of the members of the Holograms, they quit to do another job, so they got another member for the Holograms, and the person who quit came back as well. So, and also they had in the first season they had the Misfits, which was a three member band, which is their Cobra to their GI Joe, the Holograms GI Joe, with their and also they added a fourth member later in the series, and also they also had over the series they had the original series, mind you. A member of the Misfits and a member of the Holograms became friends, and another band came in and became a friendly rivalry of the Holograms. And the Holograms had some romantic relationships with other people in the business. Like one member of the Holograms had an off and on relationship with a stuntman, and another one had an on and off again, actually almost like a Jerry Springer type relationship, because the producer has a thing for one worker who does behind the scenes work for the concerts, the roadie, and the roadie has something for Jim, which he doesn't know that Jim and the producer slash manager is the same person. And to me, I want to see Jim and the Holograms do something that's not like Josie and the Pretty Pussycats, which came out maybe, I don't know, 15 years ago. Why not try something on the lines of the original franchise from way back in the 80s? So, I know it's gonna be a stretch, but it could happen, you know, seeing a revamp of Gem in maybe 5-6 years, and maybe it's gonna be just like the Fantastic Four franchise. Many years ago, it had the first movie, and I think later this year, I don't know why, they gotta get the reboot is happening, so keep your eyes open up for that. I think that it's coming out this year, so tell you people, watch the animated franchise from 85 to 88, then go see the live action movie coming out later this year in October. So this is Malibu Sean Bateman signing off.